Our next comedian is Scott Lorenzo. Here he is.
I should probably include an intro with my headshot. That'd be a little helpful, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I'm Scott Lorenzo. I'm a local comic. Grew up in LA, so that's fun. Gotta love Dallas traffic. It's the best. About 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine couldn't make it into work because his car overheated and blew up on 30. I love 30. He goes and gets towed. I drive out to try and pick him up, and my tire explodes on the freeway on the way to getting him. So I'm stranded as well. I started to rumble, and then the tread took off like a matchbox car that had been wound up, and it got further than I did, so that was impressive. I get it towed to a tire place. I'll try not to put them on blast, but I might still anyway. I bring it to them Friday. I tell them exactly what I want, tell them the price range I'm looking at. They say, oh yeah, we'll get you set up when we open in the morning. So Saturday rolls around, I'm calling them, they're like, oh, we don't know if we have that tire, we're gonna wait till the manager gets in. And I call them again in the evening, and then I call them Sunday morning, like, oh, we don't know what we're doing, come, if you can come in. So I get in there, and the manager walks out there with me. He's like, let's have a look at it. Really? Okay. We walk out to the car, and he looks at it and goes, so what do you want to do? Well, you are a national chain famous for tires and batteries. You were able to park it, so guess what I'm probably in here for? Yeah, you see that? The way it looks like Elmer Fudd's shotgun after Bugs Bunny sticks a carrot in it and he fires? Yeah, that right there. If you could take care of that, that would be great. Looks like an exploded tuba. Yeah, good times. That's $300 I'll never get back for trying to do a good deed. Anybody in a relationship where more than 5 years difference, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, anybody got that going? All right. Yeah. Nice. So I'm in a relationship where there's a 7-year age difference, but you would think I was Anna Nicole Smith dating Howard. Because we really try to relate on cultural touchstones, like, babe, we were listening to music the other day. I was like, babe, do you remember when the Bare Naked Ladies song came out that one week? It was back in '99. She's like, no, I was busy raising my first son. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, we're watching TV and House is on. And I was like, hey, do you remember when that show first came out? It's like 2002, 2003. She said, no, I was married raising my second son. Okay. I was just in college at the time. Okay. What about the show Monk? Do you remember when Monk came out? No, I was filling out my AARP benefits. So that's always fun. Been seeing some commercials because I'm 40. I'm getting these targeted ads for Boost. It's like Ensure, it's like a protein drink you get. And the lady's like, age is just a number, and mine is unlisted. Which is, like base level clever. It's just clever enough that most of, the dating world, in their 50s and 60s are probably going to use it on their profile, or they're going to use it while they're on a date, And I just feel for the guys, I feel like I need to give them some ammunition since they're going to be faced with this clever little quip. It's like, all right, Mildred, okay, you won't tell me your age. Can you give me some other numbers to work with? How many Life Alert bracelets do you have in your home? How many grab bars do you have in your bathroom? How many items in your house have your grandchildren's names already written on them for when the time comes? All right, I'm gonna guess you're 85. All right. So, I work in a job where I'm subjected to music on the daily. Can't get away from it. It's kind of Noriega-ish for anybody that's into that older lingo. I can't turn away from it, so maybe that's my tick. You know, if everybody's kind of dishing about what makes them socially awkward, I can't turn it off. I take in all information. So I'm listening to this music, I'm studying the lyrics, and one of the ones I've been playing since they're doing decades, they're doing the best music of 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. They're playing Chicago, and it's a song, you know, y'all will probably know as soon as I start singing it. It was like, as I was walking down the street one day, you know, yeah. You know, I feel for the other guy that he's talking to, because he just had one simple request, you know. The man had stepped to me and asked me what time that was on my watch. What did he say? Does anybody really know what time it is? Yeah, you. You got a watch on your hand. Why do you think I'm asking you? Does anybody really care? Yeah, where do you think I asked? I got somewhere I gotta be. So I can't imagine why. I've got a bus to catch. Hey, just give me your wrist. Okay. All right, 25 or 624. How hard was that? The next time you want to microdose and have a Saturday in the park thinking it's the 4th of July, leave the watch at home so we know you're not going to be helpful. Thank you. Another one I hear is Pink Houses by John Mellencamp. You know, that one, you know, it has an odd name to it that he barely uses in the song. It's Ain't That America, You and Me. Yeah. Something to see, baby. And he's just playing it up, but every lyric, it seems like he's just dogging on poor people. Because, you know, in the first one, a black man and a black cat living in a black neighborhood. He's got the interstate running through his front yard. God, he thinks he's got it so good. Yeah, we all can't live in mansions, John. He's doing the best he can. A little judgmental much. The next verse is, you know, there's a woman in the kitchen serving up the evening slop. All right, so this is already not going to end well. He's already dogging on her cooking. And then the husband goes, man said, hey, darling, I remember when you could stop a clock. Unless the next line from him is, oh yeah, and that was this morning, sweetheart. He's sleeping on the couch or he's ending up on Dateline. You know, like, what kind of a backhanded compliment is that? Like, oh my dear, I remember when I could stand the sight of you. That was so long ago. I'm gonna go to the garage. Don't open the door. Give me about 3 hours. All right, another one is they do 90s as well, and call and response songs in retail. Like, I always feel like it goes to waste, you know, because call and response songs, you know, like wave your hands in the air like you just don't care, and you're trying to get the audience to do something. Well, the one that I hear the most right now is Backstreet's Back by the Backstreet Boys. You know, and there's that line, wave your hands in the air, you know, wave, not like you just don't care. Well, Nick has a part in there where he's trying to hear from the audience as well, and he goes, am I rich enough? And it's kind of a tepid response. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like it was the first version, you know, I feel like several ones had come before, where, you know, where he had said that, it was like an extended cut. It was like, am I rich enough? If we're being honest, you're the blonde boy in a 5-guy boy band, cooked up by the same guy that came out with New Edition, New Kids on the Block, Menudo, you know, living in his little mansion in Miami. So if it'll placate your ego, Yeah. Am I the only one? Not even close, buddy. As soon as you age out, it's going to be 98 degrees in sync. A long road before we get to the K-pop folks. But I can tell you're having an existential crisis here. So, yeah, am I sexual? Got a haircut, maybe. You know, you just got to look about you like you spend a third of your day doing choreography, a third of your day working out, and then a third of your day just avoiding eye contact with people. So we'll just do another, yeah. All right. Anybody watch these Pixar movies? It seems like fewer and fewer people are watching them, the Disney Pixar films. You know, and it's kind of sad because I feel like they're getting more creative. You know, like elements, where it's all these elements just trying to live together in harmony, and you can tell it's not going to work. It's very, I can see what they're working with. When they really got going, like when I was watching them in the early 2000s, it seemed like what they did was they had their writers just eat a bunch of edibles and watch basic cable. Because you just think back to the year 2000, like they're rolling along, they've got their second Toy Story movie out, and they got, just think of this pitch meeting, like the guy's like, all right, dude, just hear me out. Okay, so it's a fish out of water story. No, we're already doing Finding Nemo. No, dude, no, hold on. All right, there's this hotshot guy. He's on the way to LA. But he hits a bunch of stuff in small town America, and they make him work off the damages. Yeah, that's Doc Hollywood. No, dude, no. He's got this mentor named Doc. Yeah, that's Doc Hollywood. What are you gonna tell me next? That he drives a red sports car? No, dude, he is the red sports car. All right, I'll take a franchise. We'll do 3. I working in retail, I have to deal with money that comes through the general public and count the deposits every day as member management. I came across cross pennies the other day, and I can't believe I hadn't seen them before. Do you know what cross pennies are? Anybody familiar with that? So they take a penny and they stamp out the cross, the Jesus cross. They take a section of it out. And people pass it around. You can buy like a bag of 50 on Amazon for about $10, which is a way of showing your devotion to Christ. I gotta say, it makes it pretty awkward for him up in heaven, though. Like just avoiding Lincoln at every turn. He's like, they did it again, right? How many times am I gonna have to take one in the head for this country? Can you go down there and talk to him? Like, no, it's not time yet. And I can't go down for that one reason, Everybody's got to kind of pull in on it. So being that I'm 40, I'm seeing those targeted ads. I've seen a drug ad come up a bunch. The thing about those drugs is they never sound like what they're for. Like they've always got these out of the box names that I don't know where they've come from, but I don't feel like Skyrizi is a good name for a psoriasis medication. It sounds like some crap that Snoop Dogg says when he jumps off an airplane. Like, I'm about to get out of Skyrizi. Or he's in an Old West movie, and he's like, all right, y'all, reach for that Skyrizi. That is clearly gimmick infringement, and I think he's due quite a bit of money for that. So, anybody else get on TikTok and just kind of relentlessly stuck on it? I'm getting all the targeted stuff on there too because I'm into wrestling nostalgia, and so I'm seeing like the glory days of pro wrestling, the Attitude Era, Stone Cold and The Rock. And I remember when I was a teenager, I'd mess around with my friends and we'd be giving each other rock bottoms and Stone Cold Stunners. And now I sprained my ankle getting out of bed, so I really can't do that anymore. So I've resorted to randomly giving my pets the finger just to keep them on their toes, you know, and whenever they come out for a treat because they went outside and did their business, you know, just give them a dressing down. You want a treat? What? You want a delectable snack? What? Because you went pee outside? What? I do that all the time. I don't get any treats for it. I get a summons. We all have been Scott Lorenzo. Thank y'all so much.